basically still been going through the internet and looking at teacher tells and this guy Murad Marali. They both seem to have, well, both have very big audiences, big subscriber lists, and so and they update every day and several times a day sometimes. And so it looks like they have a lot of credibility and authority on this subject matter. And so Morelli has done this post about an hour ago. Prince William shock last minute exit Kensington Palace, Kate Middleton update. And pretty much he has repeated what Tisa tells and other people with authority on the subject matter have said. And but then I started thinking that you know like I've been looking at other YouTube channels as well, and the comments, and some of the comments are suggesting that maybe William was drunk. Maybe he had too much to drink, and so he was not, he didn't have a public facing demeanor, because of all that he had to drink. And so his handlers basically called a timeout and said, look, he can't come, because they can't sort of have him show up looking disheveled and I guess puffy faced and, slurring and God forbid falling or whatever. So they basically pulled the plug. I don't I don't think so. I don't think that he was drunk. Um, I don't think he was drunk. I also don't think, once you start to think about this on a rational level, you realize that whatever has happened to Kate, it cannot possibly be number one, she's dead, or number two, she's been seriously injured by William. Because if that were true, it means that everybody who knows about this and who did not inform the authorities, Scotland Yard, or whoever else the law enforcement are in England, would become accessories to a crime, you see. You're talking about Camilla. If William had done anything to Kate, there's William, obviously, and then there's Camilla, and there's Charles, and there are all the people working in the palace or in their homes. There is her family, her parents. All of these people seem to be privy to whatever is going on with Kate. And if William had, committed violence against her, as some people are trying to say, or if she were dead, or, all these crazy things, and no one reported this. Can you imagine? There would be a lot of people who would be going before the justice system, and possibly, spending some time behind bars because they would become accessories to a crime. Think about it. So I think our imagination has absolutely run away with us. Kate is not dead, and William did not commit violence against her. Whatever is wrong, and something is wrong, and it's pretty big, I think, but it's not because she's dead, and it's not because William, did anything to her physically. Um, so what else could be wrong? Well, the royal family, including Camilla, business as usual, they all went to Constantine's memorial service today. Andrew, Fergie, their children, Edward and Sophie were not in attendance. King Charles was not in attendance, but quite a huge um, percentage of the royal family were in attendance. If that's the fact, and it was, I saw them, in some video clippage, it means that Kate is not dead. And it means that she has not been, no one committed violence upon her. So, so what happened to Kate? Well, maybe she had abdominal surgery, right? And maybe she doesn't want to be seen. Maybe she is not, at the palace, or maybe she's with her family, her mom and her dad. Maybe she's staying with her mother and father and they're taking care of her. Maybe there are some tensions between her and William. Whatever happened, maybe, I don't know, but maybe there are some tensions and she doesn't want to talk to him right now and she doesn't want to make any public appearances and she doesn't want to put him out of his misery. And maybe he's fed up, and maybe he's at home alone with, just the walls. And, maybe, where are the children? I haven't seen their children in a long time. Obviously, the children are totally entitled to their privacy, and one does not normally see them being dropped off to school. I guess that would be against the law. But they have been parading those kids around recently as for photo ops. So I'm surprised that, there's no photo of him being a good dad, taking them to the ice cream parlor or to the candy store while mommy is sick. Daddy's being a good daddy and just, taking them someplace to cheer them up because they clearly would want to be cheered up with mommy being sick for this long. Mommy used to been sick for, 2 months. It's a long time for little kids. They start to get, really panicked and feel abandoned even if it was a situation where mommy was out of commission for like that for that long. So you'd have daddy stepping in and doing his photo ops, waving, the children waving, mommy's okay, we're just getting some ice cream. These things are not happening. And yeah, it's concerning. Why isn't it happening? Okay, sure, it's winter, but you can still take the children to go get a little bit of candy or chocolate or what do kids like? I mean, I don't know, to the toy store or something to cheer them up. This hasn't happened in 2 months. I mean, the children had holidays one day to show yourself with the kids, especially given the time frame we're talking about when grandpa is sick with cancer and mommy is sick and all of the other things. A photo op with the kids would seem a normal thing to do under the circumstances. Do you know what I mean? So we haven't seen the children, and I don't hear anybody talking about that yet in the Sussex Squad or even in the media. I'm not saying let's go and expose the children, but I mean William and Kate have been bringing their children out quite a lot for a lot of public outings in the last year or so, right? So a photo op with the three kids with daddy in their little, winter coats, spring coats, whatever, going to a little errand, in their jeans, getting some ice cream or cake or whatever to take home to mommy would be normal. It would be normal under the circumstances. And that hasn't happened. So I would love to hear what people in the Sussex Squad are saying about that, or even others who are not even affiliated with the Sussex Squad. What do you think is going on? Especially given that William did pull out today, saying that there's a personal matter. Again, I don't think it's anything so nefarious as Kate dead. Kate is seriously injured. Kate was put into a coma because of nefarious things. But it could be that Kate is in a coma, you know, but not that she was put there by William or anything like that. You know, it's starting to look to me the only logical thing here, because again, if something nefarious had happened to Kate and the entire British royal family continued to go on as if nothing happened, continued to fail to inform the authorities, yeah, you're looking at the end of the monarchy because all of them would be thrown in prison because they would be accessories to a crime. So nothing nefarious happened to Kate in that way. I don't think anybody did anything to Kate. I think she either really did have abdominal surgery and, is just taking her time to come back out, or she had abdominal surgery and something went wrong with the surgery, or she didn't have abdominal surgery, but there was some kind of medical event that occurred that landed her in the hospital and that is requiring an extensive um, recovery. Yeah, I don't think it's William who did anything physical, but then there's also the possibility that if for example she did something to herself, it could have been because she was upset with William, right? And if she was upset with William, then it would explain why maybe she's staying with her parents and not with William, you know and it would also explain why William is lonely and depressed and maybe drinking, maybe, as some people are saying that he's doing. I don't know. These are allegations. I'm not, casting any aspersions or anything like that. I mean, I just, I'm just saying that if he is drinking because of this situation, it might make sense if Kate is upset with him, if she went to stay with her parents, if she's refusing to talk to him, if even the children might even be with Kate and not with William, and Kate and her mom and dad, because, William may not know how to take care of them. And so yeah, I don't think that she's dead. I don't think that he hit her. I don't think there was any kind of violence, physical violence. There could have been some emotional issues going on, and Kate, either, as I said, to repeat myself, really did go in for surgery and is just recuperating, or she went into surgery and there were complications that they haven't told us about, or she didn't go in for surgery, but something else happened that landed her in the hospital, and it's pretty major, and yeah, it could be related to, conflicts in her marriage and emotional issues, things like that. So that's my situation with that. I don't know what you guys think about it. Let me know, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.